Coming up on Look Today, well, the Hudson Headwaters Health Network appoints a Deputy Chief Executive Officer. I've got details. And we have some updates on the boating accident in Lake George. More on that coming up. And Code Blue Shelter in Saratoga held a press conference today. I've got details. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. In tonight's program, I sit down with Joel Reed. He's the Executive Director of the Saratoga Arts. He's here to talk about their soiree at Longfellow's Restaurant. That's happening on November 1st. And I also sit down with Lisa Nichols. She's the President of the Board of Directors for the Dake Foundation for Children. And we're joined by Lisa Munter. She's the chair of the committee for the bike race. They're here to talk about an upcoming fundraiser that benefits children with disabilities. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, the Hudson Headwaters Health Network has announced its new Deputy Chief Executive Officer. Dr. Tucker Slingerland will take the position. Now, we spoke to Dr. John Ruggie. He's the Chief Executive Officer about what led to this decision.
Well, Hudson Headwaters has been growing fast, and it's just hard to be every place at once. So it really seemed time to have the two of us working together, both on keeping things going, connecting to our patients in all the ways we do, but planning new programs, new services, new locations.
We also spoke to Dr. Ruggie about what this new decision means for the community.
It's just another marker. I think we've had a lot of success and expect to be powering forward now and in the future. Tucker Slingerland has been with us for more than 8 years. Has it all. Does practice as a physician, became lead for several of our health centers, then VP for strategy, and now is really out there speaking for and about and to this network in every way.
Now, Dr. Tucker Slingerland had been Vice President of Strategy. He's been with the Health Network for 8 years.
I'm a family physician, live in Glens Falls, but I'm from Johnstown originally, and very much appreciate all the benefits of living in the Southern Adirondacks and in our communities, and feel that the day-to-day care that we provide to patients is excellent. It's something I really value. And then also having the opportunity to do many things outside the patient interaction to really impact the region is what I'm most excited about.
Congratulations to everyone at Hudson Headwater. All right, in other news, we've got an update on the boat accident in Lake George that caused the tragic death of Charlotte McHugh. Now, Alex West has been indicted on 12 criminal charges. These include counts of manslaughter, vehicular manslaughter, and criminally negligent homicide. His arraignment is scheduled for Wednesday. Now, the indictment also alleges he drove the boat while impaired by alcohol and 3 different classes of drugs. Now, if he's convicted of manslaughter and leaving the scene, he could face up to 22 years in state prison. Now, we will have updates for you tomorrow. Switching from news to weather. Today saw a decrease in temperatures to the mid to low 40s. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. And back to the news. Well, we got an update on Code Blue Shelter in Saratoga. Now, a few months ago, the Salvation Army announced that it would no longer be able to provide its building for the Code Blue Shelter services. Now, after finding a new home on Henry Street at the Soul Saving Station Church, neighboring residents and businesses raised their concern that it would have a negative impact on the area. Well, today, Shelters of Saratoga and Code Blue Shelter held a press conference where Mike Finocchi spoke.
All they have to do is listen, pick up the paper, read the police reports. You don't see, homeless individuals getting arrested, because that's not what they do. That's not what they do. They don't want to be bothered. Okay, they don't want to bother anybody. They just want to exist.
Up next, I sit down with Joel Reed. He's the executive director of the Saratoga Arts. He's here to talk about their soiree at Longfellow's restaurant. That's happening on November 1st. Plus, I also sit down with Lisa Nichols. She's the president of the board of directors for the Dake Foundation for Children. And we're joined by Lisa Munter. She's the chair of the committee for the bike race. They're here to talk about the upcoming fundraiser that will benefit children with disabilities. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea. How about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. I've got a couple of lookouts. We just finished another season of play-by-play football, another very successful season. So I want to thank Jack and everyone here at Look Media for making that program possible. But more importantly, I'd like to thank the underwriters. It was Mark Abadili, Linda Abadili at Hughes Insurance, Dave Fish at Jim's Glass, Heather Rivenberg for Glens Falls Hospital, and Carl Cedrone from Edward Jones. Now remember these companies, they need your support as well, and they were very generous in their support to make Play-by-Play, our high school football series, a success. And the other lookout tonight is a reminder. You may remember a couple of weeks ago, I did an interview here with Eddie Ryan and his parents. Eddie is a Marine who was severely wounded overseas. And there's a dinner coming up this weekend to help raise money to help Eddie. And don't forget about that. And if you didn't see the interview, please go to our website, looktvonline.com, and check out that interview. And then do what you can to help Eddie and his family, okay? All right, tonight on Look TV, we're going to broadcast the 21st District Congressional Debate again. The reaction to this has been phenomenal. I get calls and emails every single day about it. Very thorough debate, very good one. Check it out. And don't forget, you can tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.